So suppose that we end up getting an absolute value equation, like the absolute value of x minus 2 equals -2. And we go through solving it and get x equals 4 and x equals 2. And we want to check these two solutions. We could plug it back in by hand for sure, or we can check it on our graphing calculator. So to check it on our graphing calculator, we're going to do very similar to what we did yesterday. 4 store x, enter. And then we're going to put in our expression here. We need to get the absolute value brackets, and depending on the version of the TI that you have, you'll access it the same way, but it may look slightly different. So we're going to click on Math, arrow over to NUM, and we're going to get ABS. You may get ABS with parentheses, or it may show you your absolute value brackets like this. If it says ABS and gives you parentheses, it's still the same thing, so no worries. So then we're going to type in x minus 2. We're going to arrow out of those absolute value brackets. We're going to do equals. So to remember to get equals, we do second math, and we get option number 1 for equals, -2, enter, and we get a 0. So that means that it's false. That means 4 is an extraneous solution and will not work for this. And we can actually go back and look and see why. If I do 4 minus 2, I get 2. The absolute value of 2 is 2, not -2. So that's why it's an extraneous solution. And we can check x equals 0. So 0 store x, enter. We can recall our original equation either by hitting second enter multiple times until we get that, or just arrowing up to that equation. We hit enter again, and again we get a 0, meaning that this is also an extraneous solution. Again, if we think about it, 0 minus 2 is -2. The absolute value of -2 is +2, not -2. So one of the hints here is that if we have absolute value isolated on one side of our equation and a negative on the other side of our equation, we're pretty confident that there are going to be no solutions because absolute value is never negative. So in this case, there are no solutions, and this will never be true.